It's a 12-week programme, but you will find people who are also attending the programme in similar circumstance to yourself. Not necessarily the same sort of thing that's happened to you, but people who are perhaps cut off from life, or people that are going through something quite traumatic and they're finding it difficult to cope with.
When I first went, I was terrified, to put it politely. But when you get down to it, everyone actually feels the same, which helps. You know, the first meeting's a bit, we just sat there feeling a bit on edge and a bit nervous, but after, you know, your second meeting, you're away because you're all there together. You experience very, very similar things and can, you know, there's no danger, no threat. It's all quite relaxed and all quite fun.
I was worried when I started that, you know, what the people would be like and whether it was going to be fun or whether it was going to be embarrassing or whatever, but it was really good fun, and everybody was really happy to go every week, and we formed good friendships.
I enjoyed the painting side of it, but in my mind I was thinking they are expecting me to paint my emotions and I couldn't do that.
I think artwork is quite restful, and you're in your own sort of world because you're just thinking about what you want to put on paper, and you can put your feelings down on, you know, because it comes out. I think it shows in colours. If you've got a dark feeling, then you use dark colours, but then when I'm feeling quite good, I use all bright colours.
It's almost like when you're actually in the process of doing it, I don't know whether other artists say it, it's almost like a moving meditation, because you're so taken with what you're doing, you forget about everything else. So you just literally are in the moment with what you're working on.
We did the relaxation, which I found a good, you know, a good help for me. Because I didn't know how to relax. You know, you don't get relaxation classes anywhere or that sort of thing. And to this day, I can do that myself, and I can sort of just totally relax.
The music was good. We all had different instruments, and it was amazing how we could make a good sound without actually reading music or actually having anything to follow.
Did the time, beating time out and setting a rhythm going around the room. That was good because I quite like playing drums anyway, or the rhythms of drums.
The drumming was particularly good, very noisy, great way of getting rid of stress, beating a drum.
I've always liked singing, and going to Maggie's Sounds Library is wonderful. And you see that it's singing, Jim, but not as we know it. Everybody says, "Oh, I can't sing," but everybody can sing. And what we do at Maggie's, we sing in harmony. We don't read music. We don't learn. We learn by ear, and we do harmonies. And when everybody's singing the right notes in the right key, it's fantastic.
If you're tense and anxious and you can't put things down on paper, to sing is like standing on a hill and shouting and nobody can hear you. And as we were all singing together, it was good because I wasn't listening to the person next to me. I was actually listening to all of us, all doing something together, which was really nice. And after the singing, I felt more relaxed because I'd let some of that stress out. So that was important to me.
We all felt a bit silly at times, the things that we were doing.
I think you have to overcome that and get involved. You do feel a bit of a plonk when you're standing there doing these things, but everybody else is doing it, so what the hell?
And I think that sort of united us. We were quite a sort of strong little group together.
It's a bit of fun, really. It's not at all what you expect. And, you know, and nobody's going to give you marks out of 10 for it, so there's no need to feel embarrassed by the way you get on with it.
We did creative writing, which I hadn't done since I was at school.
We were asked to look at postcards of people, make up the characters about these people, names, where they came from, and then involve them in a story format. And we all discussed this between us and started writing our stories, and then stages through it, talking it back. This is a young lad called Tom, or Thomas, and this is a young, or not quite a young lady called Anne. Now Thomas is at home. He lives with a single mother, a single parent, and he's waiting for a babysitter to turn up. And the babysitter is actually, in fact, is Anne, who's come to sit for him. And we all came with completely different stories, and again, it's very engrossing to do that. So I did feel that it was helping me, and I did look forward to coming to the courses.
And the 12 weeks soon shot by, and you think, well, you know, perhaps another 2 or 3 weeks wouldn't have gone amiss, but you know, all good things have to come to an end. I suppose it would the benefit of hindsight, the way to sort of view it is, it gives you the chance to move on a bit quicker than just carrying on doing the project. You can get off and do the things you want to do.
I think it made me realise that we've all got the resources to cope, but it needs to be brought out. Whereas giving you pills just says you'll be all right, but it's inside everybody. I think to not to be sort of laughing, jokey, happy, but to feel at peace with being. The fact that we're existing is a gift. I think that's what the course. It's probably always inside me, but the course brought that out in me, brought it home.
I would say it was the catalyst that kick-started me into making a new life for myself.
I did enjoy it, yeah. It was good for me.
I do think that we do help each other. We don't set out to help each other, but it's sort of energy kind of bounces off. You're not aware of it at the time, but it's there.
The world to me before that was quite a hostile place, but now I don't feel like that.
I can say, if you're thinking about going, go for it. If you don't like it, you can still stay at home, but staying at home is quite boring, really. You're better off to get out and have a go at it. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Everybody who's unhappy should go on it. It should be a norm. It should be available to everyone. I think NHS should be spending money on things like that instead of on drugs. I really do. I feel quite strongly about it. You know, I carry banners and things. Well, I'm not a banner carrier, really.